Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Backstory Boxing. Now, Deontay Wilder, man. You know, Deontay Wilder talks to a lot of the YouTube boxing community, man. And, there's certain people called the LDBC, man. Now, Deontay Wilder has talked to them before, and more specifically, Blue Bus Sports TV. Now, he talked to him recently, and he said something like, Deontay Wilder is Wilder with spikes. He said that Deontay Wilder was hit with metal object. They said Tyson Fury had metal object in his glove, some kind of object in his glove. So when he hit Deontay Wilder, it did more damage. And the problem I have with this is that Deontay Wilder, man, we all know the guy has flaws, man. No matter if Tyson Fury cheated or not, people gotta realize that his flaws are real, and that even in the first fight, Wilder was getting outboxed. There's a lot of flaws that Wilder has, and there's one thing that people will never say against with Wilder. They will never call this guy a master class boxer. The guy is not a master class boxer. He's a devastating power puncher. And that being said, he has some serious flaws in his game, to the point where most of his opponents that are elite can outbox Deontay Wilder, right? Joe Washington did it. Spilkel did it for a large portion of his fight, right? Tyson Fury did it for a large portion of his fight. It's easy to bank rounds on Deontay Wilder if he's not hitting you with that shit, right? Deontay Wilder has a lot of things to work on, and when you got a lot of people over here telling you that, you got spiked, even if it's your doctor, even if your doctor said that you got hit with some kind of object in your head, and that fist you got hit with couldn't have did that kind of damage, that has to be an object in it. Only thing that's going to do Deontay Wilder is to think that he's good the way he is. It's going to make him stagnant. It's not going to make him a better fighter. He's not going to want to improve on anything, because everyone's going to say that, dude, you really didn't lose that fight. You were cheated. Even if that's true, people need to understand that Deontay Wilder can be a better fighter. And that's why I think Deontay Wilder is buying into the whole idea that he was cheated in his Tyson Fury fight. And like I said, even if it's true, the fact is, Deontay Wilder is keeping his team. He's not changing trainers, and he's doing the same thing he's always been doing. And, they say only an insane person would do the same thing expecting different results. If you think you're going to go to a Tyson Fury fight doing the exact same thing in the third fight, there's a good chance that Deontay Wilder can get stopped again, man. There's a really good chance Deontay Wilder can get stopped. Even when Antonio Margarito was found cheating in a Cotto the first fight, because they found Shea Mosley, they found wraps in his gloves that turned his gloves into cast, basically, almost like concrete, when they got sweat in them. In a Cotto second fight, Cotto was actually losing that fight, man. I watched that fight again. He was losing that fight. And the only reason why Cotto won that fight is because earlier Margarito fought Manny Pacquiao, and Pacquiao broke Margarito's orbital bone. In that fight, in the second fight, Margarito was gonna stop Cotto again. Like I said, the only reason why Cotto did anything in that fight to Margarito is because Margarito's orbital bone was messed up again, and it was so damaged so that when he fought Cotto all he had to do is target that eye. That's all he had to do. Deontay Wilder has a lot to work on, man. He's not changing anything, right? Cotto stayed stagnant because he believed the hype that, this guy cheated and that's why he beat me. But Cotto was getting fucked up in the second fight. Shit wasn't close. Cotto was getting wrecked by Margarito. People don't want to talk about that. It was true. He was getting fucked up. The only reason why Margarito lost that fight is because Pacquiao broke his orbital bone. Because he did that Mexican Warrior silly shit and fought to the 12th round with a broken orbital bone. Should have gave up and he could have came back stronger, but he didn't, right? So if Wilder doesn't, get these yes niggas around him, he's going to stay the same. He's not going to get better. He's not changing trainers, and that's a fact. He's not changing trainers. He's keeping his trainers, and that will be the end of Deontay Wilder. That would be the end of Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder, no matter how, even if it's true that Tyson Fury cheated or whatever, or that he did some underhanded things, he needs to get better as a boxer. No one's going to say this guy is the best boxer of all time, because we all know he doesn't have the skill. He's not a boxer at heart. He's a power puncher. He's trying to knock you out. That's all he is. He's not He's not a coordinated fighter. He can't fight people taller than him like a Tyson Fury. That's too hard for Deontay Wilder. Fighting a taller, more skilled boxer on the outside, or he can't do that. It's too hard for him. Or fighting him in the inside, those are his big weaknesses. You know, Deontay Wilder's best weaknesses are straight, or his biggest strength is a straight punch, a straight right. But Tyson Fury is taller than Deontay Wilder, so it's gonna be extremely hard for Tyson Fury to get hit with a straight right when his straight right is longer. All Tyson Fury has to do is be first. And the thing is, if Tyson Fury misses his straight right, he's in the inside. And we all know Tyson Fury is better in the inside. So, you know, it's just a disaster for Deontay Wilder. And and people are telling him that he's good the way he is, when that's just not the case, man. You know, pointing things out that's going to stagnate the guy is dangerous, man. He's not going to be a better fighter. He's going to stay stagnant. And that would be a downfall of Deontay Wilder, listening to people who's trying to tell him that you would have won the fight if A, B, and C happened. But the truth of the matter is, Deontay Wilder is not getting better as a fighter. He's keeping everyone around him who got him the L in the first place. He needs someone else to learn from, right? Deontay Wilder, while his trainer got him to where he got to, he learned all he can from his trainer. He needs someone better now. He needs a different trainer. He probably needs a new team, right? So yeah, that's how I feel about it, though, man. You know, interesting news from Blue Blood Sports, though, about the whole spiked water and the whole objects in Tyson Fury gloves, though. Interesting news. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.